With the new alternator installed, it was time to set sail past the Cape of Wild Horses, across the strong Kuroshio current, and to Tanegashima, Japan's Nasa, and Cape Canaveral.
Okay, getting ready to leave, checking everything. Genoa cars about center. I've got the preventer lines out. Got the hydro vane up so I don't have to do it later at sea.
It is my second visit to Abaratsu. There are two places to moor there. One is alongside a ghost ship, as I like to call it, which allows the yacht to be tied up against a pontoon, essentially. And the other is the luxurious Calm Lanai Harbor, technically a sea station. It is a bit on the pricey side, but you get what you pay for. Everything included from a wonderful ofuro, a sauna, all within 30 feet of the boat, fresh towels delivered to your boat each day, and a wonderful restaurant and clubhouse. That's how close I am to the bath. I've never had it so convenient. I'd sailed this route before on my previous aborted plan to go to Amami, but rounded Kagoshima tip instead. And we passed a couple of areas that I was familiar with. One was the Cape of Horses, Misaki no Uma, where there's wild horses that roam, and you could actually see them from the sea. These horses are presumed to be the descendants of horses bred for the samurai back in the 1600s. Winds were following, as was the sea, and we eventually made it across the Kuroshio current and saw very few ships along the way. We're in Tanagashima, Japan, the Cape Canaveral of Japan. Arrived yesterday. It's from Abaratsu. We were going to leave this morning for Yakushima, but in fact, 3-meter waves they forecast and fog. So we're going to leave tomorrow and then make a straight run of 170 miles to Amami. I've got Shin Taro with me. He's helped me all week install my new alternator, and he asked if he could come along to Amami. I said, great. Logged in here. In front of the Araki Hotel. Now we're going to go off and see if we can rent a car and go visit the Rocket Museum. Okay, we're at the Space Museum. Let's go inside. We're going. Spark plugs. To my delight, the cherries were blossoming in Tanagashima. Reminded me of my ride up Japan over 2 decades ago, chasing the cherry blossom.
and then visiting a famous beach that unfortunately had litter and gomi and garbage scattered across it. Not the fault of locals, but everything washed in from the sea.
What footprints are we leaving?
Recycle. And visited a wonderful cafe called the Bamboo Forest. But then it was time to leave.
Hi, it's just before sunrise. I'm in Tanegashima, Japan's Cape Canaveral. I've just been to the convenience store to buy some food for the boat, and now leaving on my longest passage to date, about 300 kilometers overnight. I do have Shin Taro on board with me who helped me fix the alternator. You can see Wahine's mast right there. We're about to push off. Wish me luck. We left Nichinan Harbor in Tanagashima shortly after sunrise, setting our eyes on Yakushima to round it, the iconic island, and then turning south to Amami, Oshima. Little did we know what this day would have in store. It would be the toughest passage to date of my voyage around Japan.
I'm Harry Hill, and I'm going to give a testimonial for Never Too Late Academy. Talking with Lowell, working with the Never Too Late Academy, I realized that I could try something new. And so this is what I've done. I've stopped being in the corporate world. I've opened up the UFC Gym Japan franchise, and I'm having a ball. I hope you use the Never Too Late Academy and have the opportunity to find that in yourself too.